Welcome to English Conversation Cafe. Learn English through natural conversations.
Hello. Yes, I am doing well. Thank you for asking. The weather is acceptable.
Haley, what are you doing?
I am practicing my English conversation skills. One must always be prepared.
You sound like a robot reading a dictionary.
I know. This is my English voice. She's very professional, very serious. She doesn't make jokes. She doesn't laugh at things. She is extremely well behaved.
Your English voice. That's actually a really interesting thing to say.
She's basically a completely different version of myself. My Spanish self is hilarious, by the way. Very charming. Great at parties.
But your English self.
Shows up to the party and asks where the exit is. Yes.
Okay, so here's what I want to ask you today. Why does that happen? Why do so many people feel like a stranger in their own mouth when they speak English?
Oh, I have so many feelings about this.
Good, because that is exactly what today's episode is about. Welcome to English Conversation Cafe. I'm Max.
And I'm Haley. And as you just witnessed, I have two personalities. One in Spanish, fun, loud, a little chaotic, and one in English, calm, polite, slightly robotic.
Today we're talking about something that almost every English learner has experienced at some point. That strange feeling when you speak English and think, who is this person? This is not me.
Yes! You become quieter, or more serious, or you can't make a joke, or you forget how to be funny. You feel like a different version of yourself, and it's a little bit uncomfortable.
And by the end of this episode, you'll understand exactly why that happens. And 3 practical things you can start doing today to sound more like you in English.
We're also going to do a little role play later that I think you will enjoy. It involves me embarrassing myself, voluntarily, for your education.
If you're new here, welcome. And if you've been with us for a while, you already know the deal. Hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and let's get into it. So let me ask you something, Haley. When did you first notice your English voice?
Oh, I have a very specific memory. I was about 16, right? And I was trying to make a friend laugh. I told a joke that in Spanish was absolutely hilarious. Perfect timing, great delivery.
And in English?
Silence. Dead silence. She just looked at me and said, "Oh, that's funny." Which, if you don't know, "that's funny" said in a flat voice means the complete opposite of funny.
The polite rejection.
And I remember thinking, I'm not even the same person right now. Like, something is missing. My personality is somewhere else, and I don't know how to get it back.
That feeling is so real. And I hear it all the time from people who are learning English. They say things like, in my language, I'm confident and funny and relaxed. But in English, I become a different version of myself. Stiff, quiet, slow.
And what's weird is it's not about vocabulary. It's not because you don't know the words. It's something deeper than that.
Exactly. It's about identity. Who are you when you speak? And when you switch languages, that answer suddenly becomes a lot less clear. So let me explain why this happens. And I want to keep it really simple, because the actual reason makes a lot of sense once you hear it.
Okay, explain it to me like I'm 12, preferably using a snack analogy.
I'll try. So your first language, Spanish, French, Portuguese, whatever it is for you, that language is connected to your whole life, your childhood, your family, your emotions.
Your arguments with your mom, your love confessions, your embarrassing moments.
Exactly. When you say, I love you in your first language, it carries all of that weight. It feels real and warm and heavy.
But in English, I love you is just 3 words.
For most learners, yes, because English was learned later, often in a classroom, from a textbook. from rules and exercises. So emotionally, it feels more distant, more like a tool than a part of you.
So it's not that English is cold. It's that my relationship with English is still a little formal. Like, we're acquaintances, not best friends yet.
That's a great way to put it. And here's what happens because of that. When you step out of your comfort zone to speak English, you lose access temporarily to all the emotional shortcuts that make you you. Your humor, your warmth, your rhythm. Because those things live in your first language.
So you're basically translating yourself, not just the words, but the whole person.
And translating yourself is really hard. You end up becoming a different version of yourself, a simpler version, which makes you sound more formal, more quiet, more robotic. Not because that's who you are, but because you're still building the bridge.
Okay, I'm feeling very understood right now. And also a little emotional about my Spanish self. She misses me.
She'll come back. That's the whole point of today.
So, is this just something you live with forever? Because I would like my joke delivery back, please.
No, it's not permanent. And that's the good news. Once you get the hang of expressing yourself, not just translating sentences, but actually being yourself in English, everything changes.
Get the hang of it. That's such a good phrase. Say it again.
Get the hang of it. It means to slowly get comfortable with something, to go from awkward to natural.
And please, everyone, don't be hard on yourself if you're still in the awkward stage. That stage is completely normal and it doesn't last forever.
Exactly. Don't be so hard on yourself. Every single person who speaks a second language has been exactly where you are. Okay, so here's where it gets fun. We're going to do a quick role play to show you exactly what this looks and sounds like. Haley, I want you to play an English learner version of yourself. Very stiff, very formal, very careful.
Oh, I've been preparing for this my whole life.
And I'll be a native English speaker just trying to have a normal conversation with you.
Okay, I am ready. I am English Haley. We do not laugh here.
Hey Haley, how was your weekend?
Hello. My weekend was satisfactory. I completed several activities. On Saturday, I performed grocery shopping. On Sunday, I experienced a film.
Oh, nice. What film?
It was a comedy. I did not laugh, but I understood the jokes, intellectually.
Are you okay?
I am functioning at acceptable levels. Thank you for your concern.
Okay. I can't do this.
I cannot either. This is a nightmare. I experienced a film. Who says that?
But here's the thing. This is what it feels like, right? When you're performing English instead of just speaking it.
Yes, because I was so focused on not making mistakes that I forgot to be a human person. I was monitoring every single word.
That's the exact problem. When you're checking every sentence before it comes out, you can't feel like yourself. You're in editing mode, not conversation mode.
So what if I just let go a little?
Try it. Same question. Hey, how was your weekend?
Oh my gosh, kind of a disaster? I went to the grocery store and forgot the one thing I actually needed, so I came home with like 3 different types of pasta and 0 pasta sauce.
That is so relatable.
That's me. That's real me. She showed up.
And notice what changed. You stopped performing English and started just talking.
I stopped trying to sound correct and started trying to actually connect.
That is the whole shift. And that is where you start to find your voice in English. So let's talk about the 3 practical things you can actually do to close this gap. To start feeling like yourself when you speak English.
Yes, real advice. Let's go.
The first one is this. Bring your personality into English on purpose. Don't wait for it to appear. Actively translate who you are.
What does that mean in practice?
It means think about how you act in your first language. Are you sarcastic? Be sarcastic in English. Are you warm and enthusiastic? Let that through in English. Don't become a different, flatter version of yourself just because the words are harder.
I think so many learners do this thing where they think, okay, in English, I need to be more serious, more correct, more proper. And they accidentally delete their whole personality in the process.
Right. And the second tip, stop trying to perform perfect English. Perfect English is not the goal. Connection is the goal.
I love this because I spent years embarrassed about my accent, embarrassed about small grammar mistakes, and that embarrassment made me quieter, which made me practice less, which made me worse. It was a terrible cycle.
It's such a common trap. You want to sound good, so you speak less. But speaking less means you improve less, and the confidence never comes.
It's like being afraid of falling off a bike, so you never actually get on the bike. And then you wonder why you still can't ride.
Exactly. The mistakes are part of it. Native speakers make mistakes all the time. The goal is to be understood, to connect, to express yourself, not to be perfect.
Okay, what's tip number 3?
Talk to yourself in English.
Okay, that sounds slightly unhinged. But go on.
I know. But here's why it works. Most English learners never have a private, low-pressure space to speak English. When they speak, there's always an audience. And with an audience comes judgment, real or imagined.
So you're nervous before you even open your mouth.
But when you talk to yourself, no audience, no judgment. You can be weird and slow and silly and use the wrong word, and nobody cares. And slowly, your internal voice starts to feel like you in English. Not a performance, just you.
I actually did this when I was learning English. I used to narrate my day to myself. Okay, Haley, now you are making coffee. You are adding too much sugar. You have no self-control. Good morning.
Perfect. That is perfect. And over time, that internal English voice becomes more natural, more comfortable, more you. And that's when you really start to feel like yourself in English.
It's not about learning more grammar. It's about becoming comfortable in the language. Like, the goal is not just to speak English. The goal is to feel at home in it.
Exactly. Your personality doesn't disappear when you speak English. It's still there. You just need a little time and a little practice to bring it through.
Which, for the record, is completely worth it. Because, let me tell you, my English self has gotten so much better at telling jokes. She's still not as good as Spanish Haley, but she's getting there.
High praise. Okay, we want to hear from you now. And I mean this genuinely. We love reading your comments.
Here's our question for you. Do you feel like a different person when you speak English? Tell us in the comments. Are you quieter, more serious, less funny, less confident?
Or maybe the opposite. Maybe some of you feel more relaxed in English than in your first language. That happens too, actually. Some people feel less emotional pressure in a second language.
However it feels for you, we want to know. Tell us below. And if someone else's comment sounds exactly like your experience, give it a like. Because that's how you know you're not alone in this.
Okay, it's time for the Cafe Rewind, where we look back at the expressions we used today and break them down so you can actually use them.
6 expressions. Ready?
Ready. First one, feel like yourself. I don't feel like myself in English. This means to feel natural, comfortable, and authentic. Like your real personality is present and showing.
The opposite is feeling like someone else. Stiff, careful, edited. You feel like yourself when you relax and stop performing. Example. I'm starting to feel like myself in English now that I practice more.
Second expression, step out of your comfort zone. Speaking English forces you to step out of your comfort zone. Your comfort zone is the safe, familiar space where you feel relaxed. To step out of it means to try something challenging, something new.
Example. I used to only speak English at home, but I stepped out of my comfort zone and started talking to strangers. Third, find your voice. The goal is to find your voice in English. Your voice here doesn't just mean your physical voice. It means your unique way of expressing yourself, your personality, your humor, your style.
Example. After a few months of practice, she finally found her voice in English and started making everyone laugh. Fourth, a different version of yourself. It's like you become a different version of yourself. This means a variation of who you are. Not a completely different person, but a modified, altered form of you.
Example. When I'm nervous, I become a quieter, more serious version of myself. Think of it like an alternate mode. Same person, different settings. Fifth, get the hang of it. Once you get the hang of it, it feels more natural. This is one of my favorite English expressions. It means to gradually learn how to do something, to go from awkward to comfortable through practice.
Example. Driving was really difficult at first, but after a few weeks, I got the hang of it. You can use this for literally any skill. And sixth, be hard on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. This means don't criticize yourself too much. Don't judge yourself too harshly. We often use it as advice. Be hard on yourself means you're being too self-critical.
Example. You made one small grammar mistake. Don't be so hard on yourself. Everyone does that. This one is important. Say it to yourself, often.
All right, before we go, we have to revisit something from the beginning.
Oh no, is it English, Haley?
Haley, same question as before. How was your weekend?
Okay, for real this time. My weekend? Honestly, kind of amazing. I finally found a coffee shop near my house where the music is good and the Wi-Fi actually works. I stayed there for 4 hours.
4 hours?
I told the barista she had great taste in playlists and we talked for like 20 minutes. Felt very much like myself.
That's it. That's the whole episode.
I love that.
Here's the thing I want you to take away today. English is just a new outfit. It might feel a little stiff at first, a little unfamiliar, but underneath it, you are still completely you. Same humor, same warmth, same personality. You just need a little time to break the outfit in.
And the 3 ways to do that. Bring your personality in on purpose. Stop chasing perfect and start chasing real. And talk to yourself in English when nobody's watching. Your English self is in there. Give her some room to breathe.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us at the cafe. If this episode resonated with you, please hit the like button. It honestly helps more than you know.
And if you're not subscribed yet, what are you doing? We put a lot of love into these episodes. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one.
We'll see you next time at English Conversation Cafe. Keep practicing, keep showing up, and remember,
English Haley is getting better every day. Spanish Haley is still funnier. But English Haley is trying her best.
that's all any of us can do.
Thank you for listening. We hope today's conversation helped you understand real English better. Subscribe and join us for the next episode.